that knew I was having these attacks.
Yeah.
That knew how to, they were bad. They were like, I was inflicting wounds on myself. I would completely black out and not even know. Welcome to another episode of Krisp Konversations. I'm your host, Kris. This is my co-host. Say what's up, y'all.
Hi, guys. It's Ashley.
What's going on, y'all? It's Sean D. White, and the D is for damn.
I guess for the topic, that's pretty fitting.
Yeah. Y'all know how we do. We're going to talk about our experiences and how we view them differently. We're going to have a word of the day that we'll drink to. We're going to keep it loose, raw, have fun. Most importantly, we're going to say that shit.
Say that shit.
Say that shit.
The word of the day is anxiety. Every time we say the word anxiety, we take a sip. Anxiety. For this episode, the topic is depression and anxiety.
Oh, bad
Say it twice.
Do y'all ever remember a time where you may have been experienced depression or anxiety?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, for me too.
Yes, to both of them.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I think I've dealt with anxiety my whole life. Depression, I didn't experience that probably until an adult, but or I probably didn't realize that it was depression until I was an adult.
That too.
I think the first time was probably college. So going in my senior year of college, I don't have a traditional life, which we won't get into on this episode. But I just remember being anxious about what was next. Like I felt like I had to make all of these decisions, whether it was right, what other people wanted me to do. And it just caused me to like kind of like act out. My senior year of high school was not my best year of high school. I had what we call senioritis, where I wasn't really...
That you did. Yeah.
That's the thing, for sure.
Where I wasn't really showing up for school.
Yeah. Sorry.
Just confirming what you're saying.
But there was a lot of things that go along with your senioritis because you have to have a balanced home life. And I don't think my home life was balanced at all.
Yeah.
And I think that the few things that I did go to school for my senior year, like basketball, it was kind of like stripped away from me. So I didn't feel a need to be there every day. So it gave me some anxiety on like what was next. And then, of course, we had to apply to college or a known force or get a job. And I was a little conflicted on what I wanted to do because I was tired of school. But my grandmother wanted one of the kids that she raised to have a degree. So I chose the college route. And I don't think that's what I wanted to do. I'm sure that's not what I wanted to do.
Oh, wow.
But I did it. I did it gracefully. Yeah, because that's what she wanted. But I'm not going to say that my freshman year wasn't hard. It was an adjustment. It was something to get used to. Fortunately, I was home. I was in Atlanta, so that I can always call my friends that was still around, or old classmates, whatever. But I definitely have plenty of things to be anxious about.
Shout out to CAU. Find a way to make one.
Find a culture for service.
Man, I tell you, I think depression, I actually experienced it when I was in high school because I knew what it was. Like my junior year when I was in high school, the time before I was supposed to take final exams, we got into a bad car accident.
Mm.
Yeah, and I broke like my femur bone. That's that huge leg bone that goes from the bottom all the way up that allows you to bend. So when we got into that accident, we was like wrapped around a pole. So the fact that I was able to even make it was a blessing, but I couldn't see that at the time. All I knew was I wasn't able to take my final exams, and I was in a hospital and then a wheelchair for a minute. So going from being a child, not sick, not having no injuries, all the way up to a junior and not being able to get up and walk around like you usually do, or fix yourself something to eat, or get a glass of water, like that was like a huge eye opener, and that took some time to adjust to. So I was depressed, and the thing was, it happened around the holiday times.
Like being in high school in a wheelchair.
What?
Right.
No, wait a minute. Like I said, it happened around the high school. I mean, around the holidays. So I wasn't in school yet.
You're right. Okay.
Yeah, I had some time to get right, but just being around the house and either in the bed or the wheelchair, it just was not a good feeling. As far as anxiety goes, man, I had never really experienced it until one time I was actually driving back from my mom's in Charlotte, and I was on the highway, and then all of a sudden, my heart felt like it was like beating through my chest. Like I didn't know what was going on. I was like, damn, maybe I didn't get enough sleep. So I think I actually pulled over to like a rest stop because I was coming back from Charlotte. And I tried to go to sleep, but then I woke back up and tried to drive, and it was still there. It was so bad, I wasn't able to do nothing to the rest of the day, and I ended up going to like the hospital. And he was like, man, you're having whatever it's called. Palpitations. Yeah, he gave me all the information, and I started to look into it, but that was the scariest thing ever because I had never had a panic attack or anything before. So, yeah.
For me, well, I've experienced them both. I really didn't. I probably touched on it a little bit as a child and going through school and with college, but I say my biggest bout with depression was when my divorce, going through all of that. That was a pretty stressful time, and which it didn't make me really realize my feelings and be aware of what I was really going through until it was kind of like a slap that, in the face type thing. But I didn't necessarily, I was more so depressed on that. For my friends that knew me, they know the emotional impact that it made on me. But for the outside world, I was still smiling and going through every day like it was nothing.
I was there.
I was getting up, going to work every day, still smiling like everything was good. But it was affecting me as soon as I get home. Like once I clocked out and got back home, that's what, how it really was. And when I wasn't around the people that really knew what I was going through, it was, it was hard. But it was affecting me to where, I wasn't really eating. And so I lost a ton of weight. Like, and even though I like the weight loss, don't get me wrong, you always lose the best weight when you sick. Right, I'm just saying.
Now she ain't fine now?
Well, I understand where she's coming from. So we just gonna say that's where she's coming from.
Oh, okay.
Right now, thanks, Sean. I appreciate it. My nigga, goddamn. But I lost a ton of weight. Good one, yeah.
That was no shade to my friend.
But
because before you went through your depression, I went through my own.
Yeah, and I was there for yours. So yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but
and child, I'm not that big, but I was with her anyway. They're like, friend, you need to eat.
But yeah, that weight loss is crazy. Like my mom was really like,
is you smoking that shit?
My mom definitely thought I was on type of some extra stuff. And I'm like, Mama, yeah, I'm good. Like I'm fine. But she was like, nah. She was like, you was one pound away from me thinking you was hitting the hard stuff. I was like, oh no. But yeah, she definitely was. But yeah, that depression had kicked my butt. But once I finally got over that little spell, I did end up having for 2 times, I can say for sure, that anxiety definitely kicked my butt. I've had 2 of those where I'm like, ooh. And yeah, those heart calculations that you were talking about?
That's scary.
Something else, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think I definitely experienced heartbreak that made me feel, or that put me in a depressed state. And at the time, you don't necessarily realize it because if you're young, you still have to wake up and well, not even if you're young, you still have to
You
wake
still
up
gotta
and
get
get
up
what
and
you
keep
got.
going.
Right.
You gotta keep going regardless.
No matter what's going on, but you might not eat, you might not sleep.
That appetite be out of here.
Yeah.
You're trying. You be like, I know I need to eat,
We
but
might
my body.
self-medicate.
That was for sure a thing.
Yeah.
Self-medication was for sure. And even with that, I watched a lot of TV shows. Like, I didn't talk to a therapist with a lot of people, do. But I actually watched a lot of TV shows that helped me, help ground myself and determine some flaws that I needed to work on. What is this now? But yeah, I watched a lot of shows that helped me come to a lot of realizations and get my faults corrected that I knew I had along the way.
I live vicariously through Grace.
Great.
Meredith Grey.
I mean, she is a good
Baby.
kind of. Yeah, she's a good
If
one.
I'm not having been a Meredith Grey type day,
It's all good.
it's great.
It's
It is great. I be like, let me turn on Grey's Anatomy. Let me tell you something. When I'm experiencing anxiety, baby, I turn on me a little Grey's Anatomy.
Which she got me on.
Yeah,
She's the reason why I binge watched all. How many seasons is it?
No,
At the time, it was like
19, 20.
I swear, at the time you got me started, it was like 13 seasons already.
Yeah.
I'm definitely caught up thanks to her.
And my brother Terrence got me on it. So, but it's one of those shows that I watch and it's just like, I can exhale. And waiting to exhale, speaking of exhale.
Yeah, shout out to Shonda Rhimes and Grey's Anatomy because he got me a lot of ass in college, as a matter of fact.
I did not watch it in college. I didn't watch it in college.
You didn't watch it in college? Well,
No.
Women I knew, they was on it heavy. This is 2011 to 2015. So I'm not sure the exact year, but it started.
It started in 2005.
2005, yeah, so they've been on. But they put me on to the show and you just sit there and watch.
I was
People like-
definitely going out of college at that point.
Oh, yeah.
I started watching Grey's Anatomy in 2013.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was still in at the time. They'd be like, yeah, we watch Grey's. And you sit there like, man, I could really feel her. And I get the cheeks. So, yeah, shout out to Kris.
Well, good job for you and Grey's in the cheeks.
Yeah. Shout out to them.
Moving along.
Next question.
Y'all feel like people can feel when they're depressed?
You mean can other people see
Can
it?
people?
I mean, like,
Because of course.
in yourself.
Mm.
Some people don't know they're depressed.
Well, that is true. You're right.
But, like, yes, like, internally and externally.
Yeah.
Like, do you feel like people know?
I think if you're really in tune with your feelings all the time, then yes, you do know. But for people who aren't so aware of how they, they're, yeah.
So, for me, right, for the most part,
Mm-hmm.
everybody thinks I'm this, like, cheaper person, outgoing, whatever. But there become days.
She's an emotional unstable creature.
It's
true.
It's true. And, like, nobody knows. I sit in my house, I call out of work, and I might call a few of my friends. Like, I might FaceTime Ashley for a second, or for, like, an hour or so. And she's like, why you not at work? I'm just like, I'm not in the right headspace. Because it's not necessarily something happened. It's just that I didn't slow down. My life moved so fast. I didn't slow down enough to process what's going on. So I get in a state to where I have to sit for a few days. Yeah. It costs me money too. But
For the job, I ain't going to live the best life for me.
yeah, I literally have to sit in what it is that I'm feeling, and then when I feel like I'm able to go back to work, when my mind is clear, and I feel like a lot of people don't necessarily understand that about me, and it low-key does bother me.
Sure.
Because everybody expects for you to be this strong person all the time, but I have feelings. I have things that needs to get resolved, talked about, whatever. and sometimes it sits in there and it festers, and I can't move for days.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily notice that it is a moment of depression. But I do know that it gives me anxiety. And because I am anxious, I will. I'm not gonna be able to do that today.
You shut it down, yeah. I get it. I've been there before. Yeah, I know I can actually feel it, and I know probably other people can see it too, because I don't even try and hide it. There's been times where I've been ready to go out and to go somewhere, and then all of a sudden I'm triggered by something, and I stop in the middle of getting dressed, put my pajamas on,
right,
and go sit right back on my couch, and I ain't going nowhere, and I don't care who call or text his phone. It's gonna sit right there, and you won't hear from me until I'm ready to respond.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just
I'm not responding to text messages.
Nothing. Calls, it don't matter.
I don't want to talk on the phone.
Yeah.
Like, and when I talk on the phone, I want to talk to people who I feel like are supportive of my needs.
Yeah.
Who are not going to just be like, well, girl, you alright. You got a good job. You got a nice house.
And that's the other thing. Trying to deal with people when they can't relate to what you're going through at all.
Yeah.
It's another thing that's really tough.
Yeah.
For sure.
What about you, Ashley? Are you able to notice when you're depressed?
Yes. Okay. I'm like, what was the question? I've gotten better with noticing when I'm depressed. Initially, I didn't really take it as me being depressed. I just want to be by myself, but I'll be like, that's just how I really am. Like, I deal with a few people on a regular, but I really ain't got, I really don't be out here with everybody like that. I'm a homebody, so I be chilling. So that's what I just accounted as. I'm just homebody chilling. And then as time goes on, I'm like, I got some feeling behind it. Because when I break down crying, I ain't just at home chilling because I'm breaking down crying. Like, something's going on. So I am more aware of it now than what I used to be. But it's
still those days I was crying.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Actually, like, friend, ooh.
And see, when she's emotional, it's like, girl, I ain't never seen you like this before. I don't really know. I cry about everything. So 9 times out of 10, all my friends be like, this bitch crying again.
Ashley hit you with the...
I do that. Everybody be like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm not. Now that leg
How the fuck you move your leg that fast?
Some tears. Wow.
But yeah.
What are some ways that y'all dealt with y'all depression and anxiety? Did you seek a therapist? Did you do self-medication? I did say anxiety. And I said it again, so that's 2 tips.
Damn. Technically it's 3 because I said it. But anyways.
I think I did both. I've been in therapy since I was little.
It's crazy.
Right.
Regardless.
I've been in therapy. I think I seen my first therapist at a single digit age for sure. Like maybe 6 or 7. Because of my upbringing. And then I circled back as a teenager because of the things that were occurring in my life at that time. I think my grandmother felt like I needed someone to talk to, an outlet. So I've always been in therapy. Up until COVID. I don't think I've been since. I think I've been one time since COVID.
Okay.
Now it just feels like, it sounds terrible, but I'm just busy and if it's not virtual.
Yeah, see, I want to be in somebody's office. But you used to go Courtney.
Yeah,
I like her. She was great, even though I only went to her one time. But that was a different type of therapy. But I liked her though. She was pretty dope. So.
But did I use self-medication? Sure.
Absolutely. Drugs, alcohol. Well, not weed, but let's specify. Let's specify. Weed, alcohol.
I smoked a lot of weed. I drank a lot of alcohol.
And, you know, even though I wanted to put it out there, but sex. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was very
Man,
good.
first of all, let me just say, shout out to your grandma for understanding that you needed someone to talk to, because that generation,
Definitely.
the way that they view therapy and
That's
stuff
good
like
job.
that,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
not common. So I
She's a friend.
please
We should-
cheers to your grandmother. May she
Hey,
live on
drink for
through
that,
you, through your
without a word.
children. We love our grandparents.
Yeah.
My situation was a bit different because I was so depressed and angry that I couldn't even use a vice. I didn't even want to pick up a bottle. I didn't want to do no pills. I didn't want to smoke. I didn't even want to have sex.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you want to do it?
I know, which is
Doing
crazy.
it didn't even make it better.
Right, because I'm a very, very horny man.
Well, that's neither here nor there, but
Every day when I wake up, throughout my day, before I
okay,
lay
we
down,
got
I
it,
was
right?
like,
Yes, we got it.
bad.
Bring it back.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Right.
But no, it was that bad for a while, for several months while I was depressed. And then I, you know what I'm saying, tapped in with therapy. But it's really tough because I hate that people like insurance and stuff like that factor so much into it.
Hey, this insurance, like.
No, I do hate it, man, because people be needing help and needing to talk to someone, and therapy, depending on who you go to, can get anywhere from $100 to $300
Claire was
just for an
She
hour.
was.
Yeah.
A session, not
Yeah,
a week,
yeah.
like a session. So it's just really tough, man.
Shout out to Corey.
She
We
was
love
awesome.
Shout out to Courtney,
Definitely
right.
love you.
But yeah, I hate that, man, because it be tough. People be needing somebody to talk to, and if they don't, they be crashing out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever had an anxiety attack or dealt with someone who has anxiety attacks?
So, that's two.
That's two. So, I started to have panic attacks.
Good job. You
I'm gonna say 11th grade, maybe. And I had them frequently.
Oh wow.
Like, maybe daily.
It's scary that, my bad, I'm in control. It's not even something that could be happening in the present. It's just trauma that's built up inside of you.
Yeah.
That'll just come out of nowhere.
Those were the years that I went without having a therapist.
Mhm.
Those were the years that I suppressed so many things. I felt like I had no way to let it out, and I would get so angry that the only thing left to do was to panic. And if there was only I don't even want to say a handful of people. There was maybe like 2 or 3 people that knew I was having these attacks.
Yeah.
That knew how to. They were bad. They were like, I was inflicting wounds on myself. I would completely black out and not even know what happened. But I would have a bruise where in this anxiety, in this panic attack, I may have scratched a whole bruise on my arm, or scratched my whole face, or I snapped into it and I fell and hit myself, or something. But there was only a few people.
I didn't know you did. I mean, I knew you, but I didn't know you.
Right, because we became cool senior year. But I was already dealing with the anxiety attacks,
God damn it, friend.
panic attacks.
It be tough, man. They be trying to tell people all types of stuff to do, but I'm like, everything don't work for everybody.
Before then, and shout out, you know who you are. That usually if I was having them, you were around and you could snap me out of them.
Yeah.
But it was insane, and it was just like all this stuff was like built up, and the reason why eventually I got to a point to where I had so much animosity and so much tension that I snapped. And that was, I think, my sophomore year of college. And Clark Atlanta gave me court mandated therapy.
Oh wow. Man.
And then there was then.
You don't have to talk out the camera. I don't remember all of this shit.
Because you were in Fort Valley. It was then that I realized that I was just harboring these feelings. And I don't think I had a panic attack since my sophomore year of college until probably about recently. Probably about a month ago.
Wow. Man, I'll tell you, they are real serious. You can hurt yourself. You can hurt somebody else.
Yeah.
You know, you can mess around and get a stigma attached to you if something does happen. It's so tough, man. And the thing is, people just be needing to like take a step back and relax, but you can't when you got so much stuff going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think because we have these day-to-day duties, these things that we have to get done, we definitely ignore our mental health.
Yeah.
But it's definitely, it can be detrimental. Like, some people commit suicide, and all they needed was to talk to somebody. Just to tell them, you know, what happened, how you feel. So I definitely tune in to, I think I have so many friends or so many people that love me, not to blow my own horn.
Blowing my horn.
Blowing my horn. Because I take mental health seriously. And if somebody reaches out to me and tell me that like they're not feeling it, they're not this, they're not that, okay, what do you need?
So essentially we're all trauma bonding because we're all crazy. It's only words, right?
I mean,
I think that's my biggest problem when it comes to dating.
trauma bonding?
Outside of friendships. What?
Yeah.
You trauma bond with your boo?
Me too.
I
I need to.
love a broken spirit.
Yeah.
Let me fix you, because I was a problem too.
Yeah.
I wanted to.
I had the same problem.
It just is.
Like somebody who has no issues. He's just like Forrest on that boat, that Jenny boat, like.
Definitely, man.
Keep going.
This nigga with his hands. Yeah, let me get you right here. Yeah,
Give me the soldier with no legs.
Who crawling like this? Who ain't got no, yeah.
One that's been
Let me try to save your soul, and now you got no idea.
I'm gonna make you smile. I don't know how, but I'm gonna do it.
And
I'm gonna make you walk
myself.
With no legs.
When
That's
You gonna
crazy.
walk on them elbows. Okay, let's do it.
That is the thing. It really is.
So, do y'all think that people can't take care of their mental health because they have so many responsibilities going on? I'm definitely one of those people. I have 2 toddlers, a full-time job, a podcast,
Okay, podcast.
Right.
and a business on the side.
And a husband.
And right.
She was
working
she
at the
was
post office.
getting that.
Oh,
She was
I
getting that.
I assumed that they know I got a husband.
Yeah.
Well, we was just keeping a list out front and just saying.
I got 2 toddlers and a husband.
Yeah, she's not a baby mama, y'all.
Nah,
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
not. My kids.
They count.
Same man. That's right.
Same, they got the same daddy.
Same black man. As a matter of fact,
Yes, black men.
yeah.
So I know a lot of the times that I have to put them first. I don't think it's necessarily right, but there's other things that I have to do than focus on my mental health. And that's why I said when I get to the point to where I can't take it anymore. I'm sitting in the house for days by myself. Like my anxiety gets so high.
Who's coming?
There's nothing else I can do. I can't ignore it anymore.
Hmm.
So I'm definitely guilty of one of those people who put their responsibilities before their mental health.
I think it's a mixture. Majority of the time, I'm definitely putting all my responsibilities before my own mental health. But yeah, you do. Sometimes your body just gonna be like, "Oh, you've been stubborn this whole time. I'm finna sit you down because you think I'm playing." So I have had some moments where my body has made me shut down but yeah, I definitely put my responsibilities over all of my mess that I be going with, because I mean, granted, I don't have any other people that I have to take care of, but it is me, and at the end of the day, I still gotta get up, handle these bills, do everything that I gotta do, despite of how I'm feeling. But my body has had its moments to where it has shut me down and be like, bro, no, like,
right.
Like I pride myself on never calling out of work. Like I might show up at 5. I do call 2 minutes late, but I do not. I will be sick as a dog and still won't call out. Yeah. But sometimes I do have those moments where it be like, girl, all right, go to work if you want to. And I've had those moments, but the responsibility definitely trumps everything else, no matter how I feel. I know at the end of the day, it ain't nobody but me. Ain't nobody gonna take care of me but me. Yeah. I mean, I have family and friends, but realistically, it's me who gonna have to handle it all.
Yeah, it's tough, man, trying to navigate through just trying to take care of yourself in life, but also just the mental aspect, because it could be so much going on and ain't nobody coming to save you. Right. For real.
At all.
Especially when you at your big adult grown age, whether you have parents here, not here, grandparents, it's all on you. For real. And that's a tough reality to get up and have to face every single day, So.
You finished your drink.
I did. Shout out to anxiety, because y'all ain't done it yet, so take a sip of my little drop. Take it. Okay.
You ain't got nothing to say.
It's a little drop in there. Come on.
What are some of yours?
There you go. Go, Mouse.
Yeah, I like him.
You should got Mouse. It's okay.
Mouse does not give me anxiety. He cures my
anxiety. She said it the second time. See, she finished her. Go ahead and take that one. Yeah.
That was 2 sips.
Mm-hmm.
But did you just take my son?
I did.
Mouse.
Okay. And he went too.
Just keep rolling.
Mouse.
Keep feeling. The people want to hear what you guys say.
Thanks for tuning into another episode.
Yes.
I'm your host, Kris. My handle will be at the bottom. No mouse. At blowing my horn.
Don't do it like that. I'm Ashley A. Hepta too. It's at the bottom.
Sean White, y'all can follow me at gracious_give3.
Gosh, you're such a hater. You're such a hater. He lives with you. He can come to me.
Can you finish out the episode?
Right. Gosh. Hey, anyways.
I'm having an intimate moment.
Use her intimate moment. Remember, y'all, to subscribe to the YouTube channel at Krisp Konversations and follow us on our IG page
at Kris_Konversations.
There you go.
There, she said it. Y'all have a good one. Bye.
All right.
Peace.